It's Steve from my Shady Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum, follow if you want me one. You can find me on a skylight, stomp my feet and I go bye-bye. Floating through the elevator of my mind's eye, I'm fine. Feeling dizzy like a rascal, baby, I'm grime. And if you wanna square up, then I am Einstein. Taking gravity bongs back at high times. Find me on a weeknight, middle of a street fight, smoking on a peace pipe, trying to get my teeth fixed, right? I'm to make it the ace, breaking records of pace. And I need another win like the devil needs a fireplace. Smoking in the back room, sitting in the black tomb, screaming in the quiet place, hoping they'll come back soon. Fuck it, man, I'm tired, mate. It's really pretty pointless when you're sitting at a higher rate. Looking for a hideaway, smoke some and hibernate. I am great. Beat on, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat on, bum, bum, follow if you want me one, want me one. Beat on, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat on, follow if you want me one.
Heute Abend in unserer Straße, da feiern wir ne Techno-Parade. Komm am besten in nem crazy Outfit, Chips und gute Laune bringst du auf. Sind alle dabei, Rave on. Die Party hat gerade erst begonnen. 2 Boxen und ein Radio am Balkon. Und Susi hat die Pillen schon genommen.
What's up, guys? Good morning. How are we doing this morning? We're back here with more Cyraxx nonsense. Cyraxx did a couple videos overnight. We're not gonna watch all of them. We did a couple videos talking about his record label, his position in life, and giving out the life advice that Cyraxx, the master of ignoring the trolls, is wont to do. So we have videos from him. Ooh, we have 2 from Wild Weaver Gaming. Steve, leave hearts on everyone's comments. He's nice. Yes, I am. I am very nice, guys. So we're going to start first with a video of Cyraxx teaching us how to ignore the trolls, where he's going to call out old Low T. We'll start out with that, and then we have a nice hour-long video of Cyraxx telling everyone how to be zen and ignore the trolls like the Buddhist masters, guys. But we'll start with the video about Alex, guys. So let me put the video up, the Cyraxx up. Let me put the fly up, and as always, guys, let's check it out.
Saying that you were there to protest? No. You were not there to protest. You bashed our fucking van. You were told to leave off of our property several times. Okay? You were told to leave off of our property many times.
Yes, you were told to leave the property many times, and Cyraxx, the Zen Master, is going to show you how a Zen Master deals with someone who was told to leave and didn't leave, guys. He's totally Zen, cool, and collected, and showing everyone that the trolls cannot mess with him anymore.
You were told to leave exactly 2 times. Well, technically 3 times. Then when you didn't leave the 3rd time, you kept on flashing your phone in my face. Therefore, by swatting your phone away from my face. There is nothing illegal or wrong about that. We all saw the footage. It's right there on your channel. You showed up.
Good God, this is heavily edited. This wasn't edited by me. This was edited by Goblin Records. Go give them a like and a sub for the hard work. But good God, this is heavily edited, guys. From the Zen Master Cyraxx, who knows what he's doing. Totally knows what he's doing. Teaching you how to defeat the trolls by ignoring them.
after being told 2 times over to leave. Then when you didn't leave, told you, look dude, you just need to fucking leave, and you kept on putting your phone in my face. So what did I do? I swatted the phone away from my face, and then what'd you proceed to do? Damn near breaking my nose, fucking up my arm and giving me even more nerve damage than I already had to begin with. So thanks a lot for that. And then, after all that, you proceed to bounce on the tire of my family's van, and then you proceed to kick in our fucking door of our van, giving our van more problems.
Yes, and as Cyrax, the Zen Master, will teach you all in a little bit, this is how you deal with trolls. This is how you deal with trolls. You make videos whining about the damage they've done and proving that they're the monster and that you've done nothing wrong. Cyrax has this Zen Master Buddhist monk shit down already.
Then what we already had to begin with the van. We already had enough trouble with it to begin with, but you sitting here lying saying, oh, I was protesting. You were not protesting, dude.
Yeah, he wasn't protesting. He was a moron who went to Cyrax's house for attention. He was a moron who went to Cyrax's house to get attention, and it didn't work out. And he racks out. He racks out like the lolcow he is. In this situation, and I'm actually serious here, Cyrax is not the lolcow. Low T is absolutely the lolcow who acted like a lolcow, and Cyrax is a Zen master who's totally taking care of the situation.
You were not protesting at all, my guy. I don't fucking know you. I don't know who the fuck you are. Stop fucking making all these lies up on YouTube saying that, oh, I wasn't doing anything wrong. Yes, you were, dude. You trespassed on my property 3 different times. You were told to leave 3 different times. Alright, let's be honest, dude. You're a fighter. You're very violent. You got arrested for domestic violence. And
yeah, Big T, you are very violent. You got arrested for domestic violence. Anyone who has a record, who has been arrested for assaulting their family members, cannot be trusted, cannot be presented as the good guy ever in their life. If you ever get arrested for assaulting your family members, Big T, you can never be respected by the internet, by people in general. Cyrax knows this, and that's why he has never done such a thing.
And then got bonded out by mommy and daddy, which I'm gonna have a talk with your mom and dad again about how you need to be in jail because of what you did. Quite frankly, I am gonna have another talk with your family and be like, look, your son needs to be in fucking jail and damaged our fucking van.
That is right. Cyrax, the Zen master, teaching the art of telling on people to their parents. He has learned that over his many years of practicing exactly how to deal with the trolls. All you have to do is tell their parents on them. That takes care of the situation every time. He's learned this from experience, guys.
He needs to pay the consequences. Plus, you're running around on live, lying to my face, lying to everyone's face, actually. Sitting there saying like, oh, I wasn't doing anything wrong. You're the one that did bad shit, not me. Therefore, that is property damage, assault, 3 counts of trespassing. How you trespassed on my family's property, and how you damaged our van. All the footage is right there on your channel, dude. It's all right there on the channel. I mean, everybody in chat can attest to this. The footage is on your channel, dude. It's right there. You can't deny it.
That is right. Cyraxx, the Zen master, is telling you that if the footage exists online, it is facts. You cannot deny it. These are words directly from Cyraxx's mouth, so you know they're true. You know they're based in fact and reality, and that also Cyraxx accepts from this fact. No matter what you throw in his face, he will tell you. If there is proof of it on the internet, it is true and you cannot deny it. Cyraxx knows what he's talking about.
It's all right there on your channel, dog. And you have the balls to sit here and say that, oh, I was protesting. Oh wait, in what way were you protesting? Did you have a sign? No. Were you on public property? No.
But my God, if you had a sign and you're on public property, you better not be inciting a riot with his neighbors, because that is also illegal. There's nothing you're allowed to do outside of Cyraxx's house that is not illegal. These people need to stop coming to his house and committing massive crimes. It's ridiculous how no one realizes that everything anyone does outside of Cyraxx's house is illegal, and they're not allowed to do it. Only Cyraxx is allowed to do anything in the world, guys.
You were on our property. The video is right there on your channel.
No, he's not talking about the Zen stuff yet. That's going to be the next video. This is just him proving he's a Zen master before he talks about it by showing he's better than Alex. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I don't know who you are. I don't know where the fuck you came from. And besides, the live stream on your channel shows you clearly coming to my house. I'd say that's a little bit more than fucking protesting. Or what you claim is protesting. Which, by the way, Alex, don't even bother deleting the videos off your channel, because I've already got the videos. But I mean, if you want to delete them, you can. That's a you thing.
Yeah, take it from Cyraxx. Deleting your videos, deleting your channel, that won't save you at all. It doesn't delete any evidence. Even if you delete your channel, try to run away from what you have done, the evidence still exists out there, and you can't hide from it. You can't say, I deleted it, I've moved on, I'm a better person because it's been 2 days, low T. Just because you deleted a video and deleted a channel and try to pretend you're a brand new person, Cyraxx says.
But I've already got all the videos for the court that they need to see.
5 from Cryptid Hunter. That video is fake, Cyraxx. Well, that is, I don't believe he's ever said that.
For the live streams. All the footage is right there. It's all right there, dude. It's all right there, my guy. That's 3 counts of trespassing, 1 count of assault, and 1 count property damage. So yeah, I don't think the judge is gonna like it too well when they see that shit.
That is right, Big T. You have a history, a long history of being a terrible person online, on video, on record for everyone to see. So for you to sit here and act like you're not gonna have any problems when you eventually go to court is absolutely ridiculous. To sit here and act like just because you've deleted stuff and then you tried to move on and be a better person for a couple of days, that's not gonna work, Big T. Cyraxx says.
Everybody here in chat, did we all not see the video? Did we not all see that video? Like, honestly, did we not all see that video? I mean, it's right there on his channel. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's right fucking there. But there's a difference in what I do. I have the right to do it because I can handle it. And guess what? I've escaped the troll community. Whether people want to admit it or not, the fact of the matter is, I escaped that.
That is right. Cyrax has escaped the troll community again and again and again. He escapes the troll community damn near daily. And he tells you that he has escaped the troll community damn near daily. He proves it every day that he can escape the troll community. Don't know why no one believes him that he escapes the troll community every day. It's amazing that no one believes him.
I didn't ask for it. He did. I have a reason to do what I do. He don't have a reason to do what he does. You will be placed under citizen's arrest and then handed over to the police. And then once that happens, I will proceed to give them your YouTube channel. And then from there, I will give them the videos that they want to show that you've been over here multiple times before. You will be placed under citizen's arrest. You will be then be detained by me and my family. You will be held here on our property until police get here.
That is right. Cyrax knows the laws, the legality, and not only that, he has the physical fortitude to hold someone down and place them under citizen's arrest and make them wait until the police show up. Do not mess with Cyrax. He knows exactly what he is doing. He is not saying ridiculous, stupid shit at all, guys. He knows exactly what he's saying and doing.
And when police get here, we will then hand you over to them. And which at that point, we will proceed to explain how you trespassed on our property multiple times. And that you need to be arrested and put in jail for however long. Like I said, dude, I'm just giving you a fair heads up. And stop with the lies, bro. You fucking suck at lying. Well, please excuse me. I got a real fucking life to live.
That is right, guys. You suck at lying. You suck at lying. Meanwhile, Cyrax is a real life to live. Listen to everything he says. You guys suck at lying. Cyrax is the greatest liar that has ever existed. And now he has important stuff to go work on.
I got real shit to get done. You're a lol cow, bro. You're a lol cow. Plain and simple. The real lol cow are like you, Alex. Not you, not me. You. You, N-word boy William, and all y'all's little friends. Y'all are the fucking lol cows. I'm just a regular ass dude out here trying to make a living, man. That's it. That's all I am.
That is right. Cyrax is just a regular ass dude with his own record label, who's massively famous, who should be a millionaire, who is the premier YouTuber of our generation, who everyone should look up to and love. He's just a regular dude that's not delusional, that's not talentless, that's not got an ego on him. He's just a regular dude.
Because this platform ain't for you, bro. It's for those of us like myself who can handle it. which clearly you can't. And you're the one that asked for it. Those were your words on your channel, not mine. Those were your exact words, not mine. Not anybody else's, but yours.
And, as Cyrax has stated many times, if you ever say anything, even once, it gets held to you for the rest of your life, and you're never, ever, ever allowed to get away from it. And Cyrax is a good example of that. Everything he's ever said, he sticks by for his entire life. He never tries to contradict himself or lie about what he's said and done. He's a man of morals, unlike you trolls.
And guess what? When the detectives find that, which by the way, the detectives did stop by today. Shout out to the detectives that dropped by. Y'all are fucking awesome. I appreciate y'all. But I did tell them about what you did. Because
And the detectives stopped by today, and you know for a fact they did stop by, and not only do you know they stopped by for sure, everything he said is going to be true 100%, because what's going to happen is we're going to get the body cam footage that proves that everything he said is true, or the body cam footage won't exist, and he'll say, no, they had a special meeting with me, and they turned off their body cam, and that's how you know it's definitely true. Everything Cyrax says is true and based in fact. There's never a pack of lies surrounding it, guys.
Because when FBI comes back to your house that you trespassed on our property.
Yes, the FBI, if you didn't know, the FBI's number one concern, I mean number one concern above anything else happening in America is people trespassing on private property. That is what the FBI was created for, and that is what they'll be dealing with in Akron, Ohio for that guy coming to Cyrax's house. FBI is very concerned. They are on call, ready to handle the situation of trespassing.
That you committed property damage.
We have 5 from Cryptid Hunter. I think the little girl he stole the poem from should sue his LLC. That would be hilarious. Yeah, that would be hilarious, actually.
Your ass will be right back in jail again. And this time it won't be no little overnight, oh, bond me out shit, no.
No, this time, the FBI is gonna hit you with federal trespassing charges. Federal trespassing charges. You're gonna face 30 to 500 years for trespassing on someone's private property if you get charged by the FBI for federal trespassing charges. You have no idea what's coming to you, T. You have no idea the hornet's nest you've kicked by screwing with Cyrax.
Your ass is gonna be sitting there for a while. So, Alex. Because FBI is watching you. They are fully watching you, man. And I'm sure they're watching me too, but I'm sure they're agreeing with me right now. There's proof of you coming over here. So, good luck. Because when you go back to prison, you're gonna need it.
All right. Well, that was Cyrax's angry message to Alex, telling him to, prepare for his life in jail for messing with Cyrax, because Cyrax, the Zen Master knows how to handle these trolls. He knows how to handle these trolls. So now, Cyrax is going to spend an hour, and I mean an hour, telling everybody exactly how a Zen master such as Cyrax, such as himself, deals with the trolls. How you deal with the trolls as taught to him by some guy. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. So, as always, let's check out Cyrax's really, really long tutorial on how to be Zen and ignore the trolls, guys.
What's up, everybody? So, a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of you guys have actually noticed that I am no longer reacting to certain individuals. And
yes, if you hadn't noticed, because of so many videos coming out over the past week of Cyrax reacting to everybody, you were just confused. Cyrax hasn't actually been reacting to everybody. You just saw what you wanted to see. Cyrax, the Zen master, will tell you how you're wrong for what you saw. What you didn't see what you saw. He hasn't been reacting. He has been Zen for a long time, guys.
it's making them angry. If anything, I am poking fun at their ignorance while living my life. And there's a reason for that. Because see, here lately I've been studying quite a bit of self-reflection.
Yes, Cyrax has been studying self-reflection.
I've also been studying on how to stop caring what people think.
We got 5 from Cryptid Hunter. Mess with the trolls until they break more shit. That seems to be his general life plan, I think. You know, he likes the attention. He can't stop. This is his life.
And that is actually thanks to the person that I posted in my community tab.
Oh shit, sorry. I missed 5 from Steve. I can't take him serious without the fingerless gloves. Yeah, well, you know, he's Zen now. He's Zen. He doesn't need his fingerless gloves.
A while back. Well, not that for long ago. It was like a few days ago. Shaman Master Shihong Yi, who has actually been a very big help in my recovery process.
That is right. Cyrax found a YouTube video of some guy a few days ago, and that has totally changed his life and how he views his battle with the trolls and his recovery, and he's now going to teach the entire world how to be Zen exactly like him.
And whatnot. And it's funny because people always ask me, well, why aren't you talking about this person? Why aren't you doing this, doing that? Like, oh, like, you need to respond to this. You have to respond to this. You have to respond to this, and this, and what this person is saying. You have to do this, otherwise you look like a bitch. So what? I look like a bitch for not responding. Ask me if I fucking care, because I don't. See, I gave up responding to the mentally sick ones, such as William Glory Hole and N-Word Boy.
Yeah, Cyrax gave up responding to these people. He hasn't responded to them in at least 12 hours, if not 18 hours. You people don't understand. You people are living in the past. That's the old Cyrax. The old Cyrax before he found a YouTube video and decided he was Zen. That was the old Cyrax. He hasn't been responding to these people anymore for the past 18 hours. Don't you understand?
Because see, have you guys not noticed how since I stopped responding, they started getting really, really, really mad? Like, have you guys not noticed that? How since I stopped responding to William and N-Word Boy and all them, and all these trolls that talk all this shit about me, ever since I stopped paying attention to it, they got mad. They started getting triggered and angry and...
Yes, ever since he stopped paying attention to it, he's been paying attention to how everyone reacts to everything. He's stopped paying attention to it, and he's been paying attention to how he's not paying attention to it. It's a very... I know it sounds very convoluted and ridiculous and even stupid if you think about it, but it has a real point, and it makes sense. You just have to follow it. Step into Cyrax's shoes and understand that when he stops paying attention to it, and then he pays attention to it, he can tell all sorts of things happening, guys.
Just pissed off. Which, for them, I don't feel bad, because they are mentally sick. They are genuinely mentally sick. Like, these people are so obsessed with one individual that they spend all their time focusing all that negative energy into one person, when people like me are out here focusing our energy on, like, what I'm doing, running my record label, making music with my brothers.
Yeah, you people are spending all your time focusing on one person. It's amazing. I mean, it would be like crazy. Like if someone sat there going, Marty, you've been ruining my life for 8 years. And they actually did that for 8 years. It would be crazy for someone to do that. Cyraxx is telling you right now, you people are obsessed with him, and you're the ones who are deranged.
And, having fun. Enjoying my life. Like just today, just yesterday, I just got the site for my label done. All I gotta do is put out music. All I gotta do is put out fucking music, and I'm good to roll. That's all I gotta do is put out fucking music, and I'm good to kick ass into names. Yo, Melissa. Yo, Amanda. Hold up. We got a legend in the building. Yo, Amanda. It's been a minute. What the fuck is up, girlie? It's been a while, Amanda. How the fuck you been? Where's the fuck your crazy ass been at, girl? How the fuck you been? Hell, honestly, I'm surprised you even managed to find my shit. You were in that prison because they are spamming? Like, seriously, how did you even find my shit again? Or did you go through the troll community to find it again? Because that's how a lot of people be... That's how a lot of my old school fans like yourself keep on finding my shit, is through the trolls.
And it doesn't matter that the people have to find him through the trolls. They're still his real fans. They're totally his real fans. They're totally his real friends from high school. They just had to find him through the trolls because Cyraxx is a struggling artist who's being harassed by these trolls. And sometimes the only way his actual real fans and his actual real friends can find him is through the trolls. There's absolutely nothing suspicious or weird or funny about that at all, guys.
But hey, either way, you're here. What's good? Oh, dude, my mom, and my family, they support what I do, man. Like, they absolutely support the fact that I'm working on music and I'm doing something I love and not feeding into what the trolls want. Because believe it or not, it's actually been quiet around here for the first time in a very long time. And I'm glad about that.
Alright, I gotta drop this fucking positive bullshit. It's getting tiring and I'm done with it. Cyraxx, the only thing in that house that makes it noisy is you, screaming at the trolls daily. You're delusional. You're delusional. You're going, oh, it's actually quiet around here. Yeah, because you figured out how to shut up for a day. As soon as you get worked up again, you're going to be back to screaming at the trolls. Because that's what you do. You're a little rage goblin. And you're going, oh, it's actually quiet here. Yeah, because you shut up for a day. Christ almighty.
And to this, hey, it's Martin guy. I'll do you one even better, homie. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. But for real though, man, like, there's one thing that I've learned since getting away from the troll community as a whole. There's one very important thing that I've learned, and that is that I can't control what other people say or do. I might not even be able to change certain people, and that's fine.
I like how he says I might, as if there was a possibility he could. Cyrax, you can't control other people. As much as you wish you could, you'll never be able to change the narrative, change the facts, change what everybody thinks about you. That's the thing you can't accept in your life. You're gonna sit here and lie and go, oh well, I can accept that I can't change people. But in your head, you really think you fucking can. You really think that if you play this I'm a good guy thing long enough, everybody's gonna like you. No one's ever gonna like you because you're a fucking terrible person. You're a criminal. You're a monster. You're a thief. And it's not going to change if you pretend to be positive for a couple weeks.
But what I can do about that is how I react.
Up 5 from David Kendrick. So this lump of wilted hair and chromosomes managed to spell HTML, and he's Ahmed fucking, I don't know that guy's name. I'm assuming he's a web designer or something. But yeah, he thinks he's something because he made a website for his ridiculous LLC, ridiculous label that's not going to go anywhere. He's a delusional little idiot. And now he thinks he can be Zen to defeat the trolls. And he can teach everyone else how to. It's ridiculous.
How I respond, or if I even do respond. Me, I choose not to respond to William and them. Do I see their posts? Do I, see what they say? Yes. But I don't respond to it. I acknowledge that it's there.
He doesn't respond to it. He was in Big T's chat last night talking all sorts of shit, pretending to be a big man because he thought he had a one-up on T. But no, he doesn't respond to anything. He can live in a world of delusion where he pretends to do shit he's not doing, where it's been 12 hours since he's talked about William, so he's not talking about William anymore. The levels of delusion in his head he has to go through just to cope with his miserable life where all he does is focus on the trolls, but wants everyone in the world to believe that he doesn't focus on the trolls. Delusions, wall to wall.
I do. I acknowledge that the posts are there.
Oh, we got 5 from Lil Logie. I missed this. Wait, some G. I don't know. I missed the rage, cry, quit cycle. I'm not responding. The trolls, they're mentally ill. To calling them out. The cycle is worse. Yeah, it's worse. He's cycling harder and harder as the days go by, guys.
I acknowledge that the videos and the messages and all that stuff. I acknowledge that they're there. But I don't feed into it. I don't give into it. I don't let it consume my mind. I don't respond to it.
Yeah, he doesn't respond to it. It doesn't consume him as he spends an hour on Wednesday, on a Wednesday morning telling everybody how to ignore the trolls because it consumes him, because it absolutely consumes him every day of his life, so much so that he has to try to prove to the world that it doesn't actually consume him. That's part of it consuming him.
I simply see it, laugh at it, and then go about my day. That's all I do. I see somebody trying to take my label name. Naughty. I'll have to hammer you down once I get the stuff. I'll have to hammer that down. Big Oz. Little Oz. Bye-bye, Little Oz. As you guys can see, I didn't hardly respond. I noticed that they were there. Made a snarky little comment of, oh.
Cyrax, when you respond to the trolls in your live stream and you think you're being witty and just banning them and ignoring them, you're pointing out to the world that you notice them. and then you're putting on a little show to pretend that they don't bother you, and then you're again pointing out to the world how you handled it to try to prove to everyone that it doesn't bother you, which tells everyone that it does bother you because you're trying your best to prove it doesn't. It's like amazing. Like, your mind is of a third grader, that you have this like it's such thinly veiled logic behind everything you do. And it's so sad because you actually think it's going to convince everybody because you say things. Yeah, we can see through it, Cyrax. It's not very clever.
Oh, hi, and then bye. That's
5 from David Kendrick. He's wearing the work hat from his job at Long John Silver's. They told him they could keep when they canned his ass. Wait, really? What? Are you watching the same video we're watching? What are you talking about?
Hey, take care of it. Don't know who Skinny Pete is, but okay. Yo, Amanda, do you know anybody by the name of Skinny Pete? Because I don't. I mean, I know my Uncle Pete, one of my uncles, but I don't know a Skinny Pete.
Oh my god.
Yo, Booger, what's up, man? Oh, Breaking Bad, okay. I have seen that show. Dude, it's been a minute, alright?
He hasn't seen Breaking Bad. He's definitely never seen Breaking Bad. He couldn't follow the complex storyline if he wanted to. It's not a cartoon, so it couldn't hold his attention because it's not brightly colored enough. He's never seen an adult drama. He lied. He didn't know who Skinny Pete was. Come on. Never seen. He couldn't understand Breaking Bad. There's too much high level chemistry and jokes in there. No way would he understand Breaking Bad.
It's been a while since I've seen that show. I need to rewatch it, honestly. But in all honesty, though, you know, and
It was.
What's her name? Blame Katie actually brought this question up the last time I was on our panel. Is how do I know that I have this sickness and how do I get rid of it? It's not necessarily a sickness like that. The quickest way to get rid of that mental illness, though, is to stop. And no offense to you, Katie, none at all, but some of the people that you do have on your channel are trolls. So the best thing you can do about that,
I am too. I love Breaking Banquet. Fucking G of a channel.
is to stop being a troll and stop attacking people.
Yeah, Cyrax. Everyone just needs to stop being a troll and stop attacking people. But when everyone tells Cyrax to stop being a terrible person, stop being a little thief, get a job, stop being delusional, he screams and cries and says, he can't do that, this is his dream. But of course everybody else, you know, just stop messing with Cyrax, stop hating Cyrax, that's all you have to do. In his little world, he really hopes that would be the solution. Everybody just has to stop hating Cyrax. Instead of him not being a monster or a criminal or a thief or a terrible person every day, everybody just has to stop hating him, and that's just the magical solution, so he doesn't have to change, so he doesn't have to do anything differently, so he can continue to be a terrible person and live his life in peace. Wouldn't it be wonderful, guys?
Be kind to people, be genuinely kind to people, and actually treat them like a human being.
Yeah, coming from Cyrax, the person who's never been kind to anyone in his life, who doesn't care about anyone else in the entire world, never given a cent to anyone in the entire world, including his grandma for supporting him his entire adult life, is trying to preach the message of just be kind. The least kind man in the entire world. Why don't we all just be really kind to him because he really wants us to?
Like, take Amanda here, for example. When me and her first met, on my channel like several months ago, it was like, what was it, like last year, 2 years ago, something like that. around that time, I had like, what was it, like 900 subs, close to 1,000. And you can ask Amanda, I had a lot of people attacking me. A lot. Like, it was bad, dude.
Yeah, it's amazing how you get more people attacking you when your sub numbers go up. It's almost like no one likes you. You have no real fans. No one watches you because they like your music. It's you get trolls who subscribe to laugh at you and make fun of you. And you sit here going, well, you know, when my numbers got big, I had a lot of trolls. But, you know, that's just because of the trolls. It has nothing to do with me. It has absolutely nothing to do with the way Cyrax is.
Like, it was bad. Like, to the point to where there was a point where I had to just turn chat off. I had to just shut it off. But over time, I learned, like, a lot of these people are just unhappy with their own lives. A lot of these people are just genuinely unhappy with their own lives, and it's sad.
Cyrax, everyone knows you're unhappy with your life. Number one, because you whine about it all the time, in between pretending you're doing amazing, but you know, no one believes that because you spend so much time whining about how much of a victim you are, how you have PTSD, how you're depressed, and how you cry about the trolls all the time. And then you gotta turn around and say, well, everybody else hates their life. That's the only reason why they're mean to me. Cyrax, you fucking hate your life. You have the worst life imaginable. And you can't see a way out, so you try to say, well, everybody hates their life. That's the only reason why they're mean to me. And maybe if they would stop hating their life and stop being mean to me, we'd all have a better life. But Cyrax, your life is never going to get better while you sit here being a useless, terrible person, a thief, a monster, a criminal. And it's just this delusion that everybody hates their life, and that's the only reason why they mess with you, is just that. It's a fucking delusion to help you cope with the fact that your life is terrible.
It is genuinely and truly sad to see, you know, once good people become just sick and just mentally disturbed. So to blame Katie, you want to know how, like, if you have the sickness, take a look at what you do on a daily basis. Like, what are you doing on a daily basis? Are you focusing your energy on attacking someone else? Are you focusing your energy on somebody else and being negative towards that person?
Cyrax, that is literally all you do every day of your life is make videos whining about other people, telling them you're going to get them struck off the internet. You were just saying like 2 days ago that you wanted to take on the entire Kiwi farms for being mean to you. All you do is focus your energy on being negative towards other people. And then you think that because you spent 12 hours watching YouTube videos and you decided that you're now going to be zen, that you can totally just change. And not only that, you can change, you can preach to other people how they need to be like that and like you, because you're now in a new delusion and you think it's gonna work. And in 12 hours, when this goes away and you come up with another stupid delusion that you really expect people to take seriously this time, you're gonna wonder, why doesn't anyone take it seriously this time? Oh yeah, because 12 hours before this, you had another stupid delusion. 12 hours before that, you had another stupid delusion, because it's all delusions with you.
Or are you focusing on bettering yourself and focusing on, like, hey, I might not be able to change that person, but I can still be a good person in my own right. I might not be able to change them as a person, but I can change myself as a person. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is just another phase. No, this is who I'm becoming now, going back to who I was 8-9 years ago. That's who I want to be, and that's who I am going to be.
Cyrax, 8-9 years ago, you were unsuccessful. You were still living in your grandmommy's house. You were making videos calling people out for $0. You were just a little bit happier because no one knew about you and made fun of you. But you were still leading the same terrible life you're living now. You're never going to have a good life living in delusions where you're going to be famous because you make music. You're a delusional, talentless moron trying to be a celebrity on YouTube, and it's never gonna work out. And you're trying to preach to people about how you need to be zen to make it all work out and get back to the way you were 10 years ago when you were unsuccessful then. And you wonder why people call you delusional.
Believe it or not, one of the books I've been reading has also helped me, along with Shaolin Master Shahang Yi. By the way, shout out to Shaolin Master Shahang Yi. If you've not checked out his channel, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, that is the Zen master that Cyraxx has been watching videos about for the past 12 hours and decided he totally knows how to be calm, cool, and collected and deal with the trolls by being Zen. It's not another delusion. He watched YouTube for the past half a day.
But one book that I've been reading that I actually got a little under like 2 months ago, and this book has actually changed my life in a lot of ways, and it kind of made me see a lot of things in a different way, which is this. It's a book called Good Enough by Joanne Tillett. It's actually a really good book. If you've not read this, pick this book up. I am telling you, this book.
There's something there. There's a joke there. There's like a million jokes about Cyrax sitting here holding him a book titled Good Enough. There's like a million fucking... I can't even like think of a good one right now because there's so many you could just make. Cyrax can't read, so he doesn't understand what the title even means. How about that? Does that work?
Will make you see things differently from a different perspective. I know it helped me to look at things a lot differently in a very big way. Between this book and Shaolin Master Shihang Yi's videos on YouTube over the last few months, like, I've really started to see things for what they are. I've started to see that, like, I can't change everybody, and I'm not going to try to.
He's not going to try to. He's just going to spend an hour here trying to convince everybody to leave him alone because he's untrollable now. He's just going to spend an hour in his delusion trying to tell everybody he's untrollable because he's now a Zen master. And he's going to hope that it'll just make everybody stop messing with him because he knows he can't stop responding. So he just has to come up with another delusional lie to make them just stop talking to him and messing with him because he knows he cannot stop responding. So now he's Zen.
But what I can do about it is not fucking respond to it or feed it any thought. Because when you feed that negative energy thoughts, like when you feed it that negative energy, you're taking away from yourself. You're taking away from things that you can do to better your own life. Like with me, just yesterday, I did not look at a single goddamn post from any trolls, except for the whole thing with that Alex guy and the big T thing and all that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I didn't look at a single post from the trolls, except for the ones that I deemed I should look at and I should respond to. And he sat there in T's chat, being a little shit, pretending to be a big tough guy, because he's a little shit like that. But that's okay, because he decided, even though he's Zen and he's not responding to any trolls, he's going to respond to some. Because in his delusional head, that somehow fucking works as a theory.
I looked at that just to see what was going on with that. But other than that, like other than me just like looking to see what was going on, I acknowledged that he was going to court or was supposed to have a hearing. I acknowledged it, but I did not say anything to it. And that's what's so sad about a lot of these people like Dave right here. Clearly Dave here has a mental problem. He has a problem with calling people names because he's unhappy with his own life.
Yeah, he's got a mental problem because he's calling you names, Cyraxx. Meanwhile, you have said every horrible name you can think of to every troll you can think of as recently as like last week. You were on panel with Katie saying the N-word and every other horrible word you can think of. But now because Cyraxx has been zen for 12 whole hours, he can call other people mentally ill for saying a mean word to him. He's not delusional, he's a zen master.
And Dave, if you're unhappy with your own life, then do something to change it. Stop being negative towards everybody, man. Like, stop calling names and being negative towards people, dude. Like, Dave, let me ask you, man, why are you so negative towards people? Who hurt you as a kid? Or did something happen in your life that made you angry? Like, what happened to make you so pissed off? Well, here's the thing. I already proved all that wrong a million times over. Therefore, I have nothing left to prove to someone like you who will not take the time to reflect on themselves. Just saying, Dave. See, that's the problem with people like Dave. People like him are mad that good people like me actually exist.
Yeah, that's it. People are only mad that good people like Cyraxx exist, even though he's had a long history of being a terrible person on the internet. And he spent only 12 hours studying how to be zen and just ignore the trolls, not actually be a better person. Everyone's just mad that good people like Cyraxx exist. It's totally a sound theory.
Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. We've all made mistakes in the past. Nobody on the face of this planet is perfect. Nobody is perfect in this life. I don't care who you are. You find one person that is perfect. One person that has not made a single fucking mistake in their life, big or small.
Yeah, apparently, if anyone's ever made any mistakes in their life, that gives Cyraxx a complete pass to be a terrible human being and do whatever he wants and just tell everyone to just move on. It was a mistake. Everyone forget about it. Big or small, it doesn't matter. If anyone has ever made a mistake, then Cyraxx is allowed to do whatever he wants and everyone has to just forgive him after because, hey, everybody makes mistakes. Isn't that right?
I dare you to find one person, one single person that has never made a mistake in their entire life. Whether they were a kid when they made a mistake, or it's up through their teenage years, their adult years. Find me one person at all that is perfect. Name one person.
Two from Edward. You make mistakes, Cyraxx, and never learn from it. And they're not mistakes. They're not mistakes. They're intentional. They're intentional acts that he tries to say, oh, it was just a mistake because he's a liar who can't take responsibility for any of his actions. And also, I will name two perfect people. Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers. Argue with that, Cyraxx.
One. I'm willing to bet you that none of you can. None of you little trolls that like to talk crap. None of you can name one person that has not done anything wrong.
Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers. Find anything either of them have done wrong.
Because nobody on earth is perfect. We have all made mistakes in one way or another. But
yeah, actually, I mean, you know, my mother was perfect, my grandmother was perfect, and I'm sure everyone in chat, all your mothers were perfect. I mean, Cyrax didn't have a perfect mother, but, you know, everyone in chat, all your mothers were perfect. We have a lot of perfect people in the world. Cyrax just wants to believe that everyone is a monster just like him.
it's not about the mistake that we make. It's about moving forward and what we learned from that mistake. That determines where we go in life. Me, I learned from my mistakes. I learned not to hang out with guys like Music Biz Marty or William Glory Hole or N-Word Boy. I learned not to feed into them. I learned not to give into their bullshit. And Lily, let me hit you up on that top comment there. You say you've never broken a law. A mistake doesn't have to be law breaking.
It doesn't have to be, but in Cyrax's case it is. In Cyrax's case it is. In fact, in Cyrax's case, sometimes it's felonious. But, you know, just because you've never broken a law doesn't mean that you're not a criminal like Cyrax and his delusional, twisted logic. So you need to forgive him for everything he's done. You ever drop your gum wrapper and forget to pick it up? Well, you know, you're just as bad as Cyrax, so you have to forgive him.
A mistake can be simplest thing. Say you're going to make a meal, or say you're going to bake something and you overcook it. That's a mistake.
Yeah, and in Cyrax's world, overcooking your roast, well, that is just the same as the mistake of Cyrax consistently messaging children and getting caught for it. So, you know, again, if you've ever overcooked your dinner, you gotta forgive Cyrax for being a complete criminal monster in his world.
Mistakes happen. You wake up late for work when you're supposed to be at work a certain time. That's a mistake. Me being put through what I got put through. And me doing like I did when I tried to fight back. That was a mistake on my part in fighting back.
Yeah, in Cyrax's world, if you're late to work, or if you commit felonies online just to try to get people's channels taken down because you don't like that they're talking about you, well, that's exactly the same thing. And you have to forgive Cyrax for all his criminal acts if you've ever been late to work. But if you haven't been late to work, you get to judge Cyrax for that.
Instead of fighting back, I should have just let it go. Let people think what they want to think. Because like I said, I can't stop.
We got 5 from Deathbed. Cyrax got caught talking to children, then went on to social media targeting vulnerable minors, shaking my head. Yeah, that is exactly what he did, but that is apparently in Cyrax's world just as bad as if you overcooked dinner, and so you need to forgive him for it.
People from thinking what they're going to think. People are going to automatically think what they think. And as I said, it is not my job to change their minds. That is not my place to change their minds. If I can change your mind and your view on things and help you see reality and help you see the reality of things, like if I can do that, then hey, that's great. I can help you see everything for what it is. But you right now, Lily, I can tell you right now that you are sick. Just by your words. You're falling into the in crowd. You're falling into what everybody else believes. You're not taking a look at everything else from an outsider's perspective and analyzing every small, minute piece, every minute detail of the whole situation. You're not looking at it from that perspective. You're looking at it from the hive mind's point of view. Meaning, you're taking what everybody...
Oh, Fuck. Okay. All right. We're an hour in, and we still have so much more to do. I have to check a couple emails. Hold on. Give me like 30 seconds here. Just give me like 30 seconds here. Fucking hell. Oh my god. This is painful, guys. This is painful. He's just whining on, droning on forever. Forever. Just trying to like tell everybody he's better than them, and you have to forgive him for everything he's done, and it's just so tiring. All right. No commercial break. We're gonna continue. Somebody
else is saying, and you're following it. You're taking what everybody says about me on the internet, and you're following that path.
Yeah.
Don't follow that path. Think for yourself. Analyze everything as a whole. Analyze everything as a whole in general. Meaning, do your research on people like Music Biz Marty, William Gloryhole. Study their histories. Study the history of N-Word Boy. Or better yet, here's a better one for you. Study the history on Kiwi Farms. Go over to Wikipedia or go over to Google, type in Kiwi Farms, and look at their Wikipedia page. There's a lot of dark stuff there. A lot. And I mean a lot of dark stuff. Amanda knows, because Amanda's seen a lot of this shit go down, which, by the way, Amanda, if you have Facebook or you have Discord, let me know your name on Discord or Facebook and I'll add you up.
So, like, Cyrax doesn't understand anything, but, like, while he's talking about, you know, forgiving him for his mistakes, he immediately does the same thing he always does. He's telling random people, hey, hit me up on Discord, hit me up on Facebook, I want to be friends with you. It's just, like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen again. It always happens. The same thing always happens with him. And, like, it's so tiring sometimes to not only listen to him talk about how he's fixing his life and he's doing everything better and he's not gonna make the same mistakes and he's figured out how to deal with the trolls, and then in the middle of it makes the same fucking stupid mistakes he always does.
See, a lot of people try to hold me to the past. They try to associate me with the troll community. But I am not a part of that. I do not associate myself with it. Other people might try to. Other people might try to associate me with that community. But I myself do not identify with that community.
Yeah, we know you don't want to identify with the community because you hate it, but you don't get that choice because they don't like you and they mess with you, and they're not going to stop messing with you just because you say I'm not a part of your community. That's not how it works. But you really think you can say every other day I escape the troll community and then continue responding to the trolls daily, and anyone's going to believe, oh, Cyrax totally escaped the troll community. He doesn't make videos daily responding to trolls.
And I hate to tell you, what's his name? To double however you say that name.
Oh man, like watching him try to read is just a pleasurable experience. Watching Cyrax try to read basic usernames isn't painful at all. It's totally this is why everyone respects him.
I hate to break it to you, fam, but I kind of already did beat it. I beat it by escaping it, and I escaped it by not responding to it. See what I mean? It's not hard to do. I beat the troll community by not responding to them. I beat the troll community by doing what I did.
Yeah, Cyrax beat the troll community by not responding to them. As he says in videos, responding to them daily. Was it yesterday? He was calling out the Banana Bear show. The day before that, Kiwi Farms. The day before that, William. The day before that, Big T. The day before that, N-word boy. The day before that, Katie. No, he doesn't respond to the troll community. He ignores them. He's gotten away from the troll community, as he says daily while responding to the troll community.
And not...
Got 2 from Shadow. From Shadow. 2 for a super sticker. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
listening to what they say. By focusing on myself and living my normal everyday life with my best friends, my family, my friends. Living my normal life, working on my music, working on my artwork. You know, doing stuff that I enjoy, that I wasn't doing.
And Trump is really the head of the troll community in the end, you know.
For the longest time. And a lot of people are going to say like, oh, well, you're still, blah, blah. No, I'm not part of that community. I don't even, to be honest with you guys, I don't even know how that community even found me. To be honest.
They found you because you did this, because you've been doing this. You've been doing this your entire adult life, and it's hilarious to watch how delusional and ridiculous you are, and that you don't understand any of it. And still, after 10 years, when people have explained literally everything to you on so many occasions, you still go, well, I don't know how any of this happened.
I genuinely don't know how they found me. I genuinely have zero clue as to how they found me. I wish I knew, but I don't. And here's the thing to Booger, how I'm hoping I'm saying that right. If you go back in...
No, he's not saying it right. It's Booger. It's Booger. And it's amazing he doesn't know how to say the word booger.
many previous videos over the years, like if you actually do your research, you'll actually see that I've taken accountability for my actions, for my mistakes, the things that I've done wrong. It's these trolls that are basically terrorists that don't want to take accountability for their own actions. But also, on the flip side of that, for every cause, there's an effect. For every action, there's a reaction. You can't escape it. It's literally the laws of the universe, dude. For every action, there's a reaction. For every cause, there's an effect.
You know, it's amazing that Cyrax can see that so clearly, that for every cause there's an effect, for every action there's a reaction, but he still will sit here and go, well, they're doing this to me for no reason. I've done nothing to cause any of this. Okay, so what are you saying, Cyrax? You're a hypocrite, you contradict yourself? I mean, we knew that, but yeah? Okay.
Like, it's the way the universe works. Because, see, by me taking accountability for my own actions and my past mistakes, I was then able to move on. Now, I know what you're going to say, but so you're confirming that you did this and this and this. No, I am not confirming that. But I am also not denying it either. I am simply saying that if I was not targeted or attacked or taken advantage of and tricked illegally, that shit would have never happened. But people don't want to see it like that. People don't think outside of the box. They don't think with a clear head. They don't think, well, oh, if this person did this, this might not have happened. Point of case, Chris Chan. Perfect example. Now,
Hold on. I want to jump because I don't like what he says.
he did what he did to me. If he had just left me alone, not hired Mass Troll Mafia to pretend to be of age.
Sorry if I'm back and forth. This is a long one, and I'm trying to handle emails and do work at the same time. So, sorry if I'm not commenting on everything he says. But yeah, he's delusional, and he really thinks that Chris Chan was just set up by the trolls. And if Chris Chan wasn't messed with by the trolls, he would have never done anything wrong. Despite the fact that long before the trolls found Chris Chan, he was weird, creepy, doing disgusting things. And then all the trolls ever did was kind of bring that to light. But no, just like with Cyrax, it's all because of the trolls, and nothing would have happened if everybody had just left him alone.
Then underage, that whole situation would not have happened. Therefore, as I said, cause and effect, action, reaction. That's just how the universe works. To 8 off. Am I in a cult? No, I'm not. No, I'm not in a cult. Although some people like to think I am, I'm actually not in any kind of cult. I don't do that occultist stuff.
I mean, you're not in a cult because you never go outside, Cyrax. You never meet any new people. You gotta meet a leader to be in a cult. Your grandmommy wouldn't let you leave the house overnight to go stay there. But sure, yeah, you believe that people think you might actually be in one.
Now, granted, yes, my family history is kind of steeped in that, with my ancestor being Jonathan Putnam from the witch trials. So my family is a little bit steeped in that, that history, so to speak. But no, I am not in a cult. None of my family members are in a cult, so don't even...
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I missed 2 from Duty. Your turn, fake record label owner, cutie. Yes.
All y'all are gonna be like, oh, well, they must be. No, they're not. They are not in a cult. My family is not in a cult. We're just normal, average people.
Oh my God.
Now, I can't say the same thing for the guys at Kiwi Farms, because Kiwi Farms is basically a terrorist cult. They're basically a terroristic cult. Prove me wrong. Somebody, please prove me wrong that Kiwi Farms is not a terroristic cult. But before you go to prove that, I want you guys to do your research on Kiwi Farms first. And then come back and tell me, oh, they're not a cult. Yes, they are. They're a terroristic cult group that attack people if those people do not follow what they want.
Yeah, now Kiwi Farms, a website that archives information about people, is now a cult because Cyrax doesn't like them. It's amazing the levels of delusion and ridiculous stuff he will believe just to believe that he's innocent and everyone doesn't like him for no reason. It's because they're a cult, and their cult leader, Null, is telling them to dislike Cyrax.
Those are literally the traits of a cult.
Oh, he does. He actually does, I think.
Those are literally cultish traits. I mean, have we all, did we all not play Far Cry 5? Did we not play the Far Cry 5 game, people? I mean, that's literally what... You take the main guy, Joseph, from Far Cry 5, and that's basically...
It's amazing, his metaphors. It's not just like a metaphor. It's not like comparing it to something. It's not like, where, like a queen bee and where all bee. No, he just has to use a video game with an actual cult and be like, it's like that. It's like the cult in the video game. Yeah, if you understand what a cult is, you would understand. It's amazing. It's amazing. His metaphors are the worst in the world. Just third grade video game illusions.
Kiwi Farms in a nutshell. I mean, that is literally Kiwi Farms in a nutshell right there. Yo, Amanda, if you look up the Salem witch trials, that's Salem witch and then trials. If you look it up, you'll see like a whole... It was a whole thing in the 1600s. And it wasn't just here in the US, it was actually all over the world. And a lot of people don't know that, but it started in Salem, Massachusetts in the early 1600s and stuff like that. There was a whole thing about it. So, yeah. My ancestor got accused of being a witch when he wasn't.
God, I've been literally waiting this entire show just to say this one thing. Just to say this one thing. And I'm gonna fucking revel in it because goddamn it's been long. But Cyraxx, they weren't accusing your ancestor of being a witch. It sounded like that word, but it wasn't witch.
And was one of the main ones to be executed after fighting it and telling people, no, I'm not a witch, and he ended up getting killed anyway. So not really much I can do there about that. But if you look up the Salem witch trials, you can look it up on Google, you can look it up on YouTube. It's fairly easy to find. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't care about what people say about me. I don't. No, I'm not a wizard. Well, depends in what way you're saying that.
No, it really doesn't depend, Cyraxx. In any way they could have possibly meant that, they were right. They were absolutely right, Cyraxx.
Yo, 2-inch cheese. How are you, like, referring...
What was that noise? Hold on. What was that noise? Oh, God, I went whack too far.
Yo.
What was that noise? Did you hear that? Hold on. We're going to do it. I'm bored. We've been here too long.
Yo.
What was that noise?
2-inch cheese. How are you, like, referring now? Are you referring to me being an actual wizard and doing magic? No, I don't do magic. I don't practice witchcraft or any of that stuff. But, like, when it comes to, like, music and stuff like that, yes, I am a wizard when it comes to that. Like, when it comes to creating new genres and new lanes of music, I am a wizard in a sense when it comes to that. Because I have that people tell me, like, bro, you're a fucking wizard with this shit. Creating genres of music, putting out bangers almost instantly, like, that's insane, dude. So, like, in that sense, yes, but in the literal sense of me being a warlock or a wizard, no. That'd be dope if I was, though, not gonna lie, that would be pretty fire if I was. Yo, Petre, you'll find out here in the next few months or so. Because right now, I'm currently working on a couple of brand new genres of music that have never been done before. That I've been working really hard at for like the last several years. I've been studying on how to genre bend and how to do different styles. So I am going to be releasing...
You know, I think he does. You know, I really think he does. He believes in magic and mysticism and all that stupid shit that a child would believe in.
A whole new, brand new album of that genre of music under my name, Crimson Chamber, which I'm super stoked about. Yes, I am bringing the Crimson Chamber name back for the label. Yes, I am bringing back Shadowblade for the label. And yes, my little brother, Old 45, is going to be signed to the label. So shout out to my little brother, Old 45. What's good, brother? You crazy son of a bitch. But I'm just happy to be doing music again, dude. Like, I'm genuinely just happy to be back, living my life, doing music again, and just having fun, dude. Like, I love creating. A lot of people might not know this, but before I started doing music, I did artwork. So...
Oh crap, hold on, sorry. Yeah, before he was doing music, when he left high school at 20, when he was kicked out of high school at like 23, he was doing art in high school. Didn't you know that? He was a professional artist doing finger paint in high school. He has a long history of delusional crap he's made up that make him totally official as a real artist that everyone needs to totally respect. It's not all delusion. It's not an hour of him trying to tell everyone how amazing he is. It's not all delusional bullshit, guys.
Oh, artistry literally runs in my veins. I've been drawing since I was a kid and whatnot, and I still do draw from time to time. Not as much, but I do still draw from time to time. I do still paint a lot.
Like, imagine being in your mid-30s and trying to brag to, like, I don't know, your 100-subscriber YouTube channel that you draw in color. You know, bully for you, Cyrax, you draw in color. Have you ever done anything with those skills? It's fucking delusional. Children draw in color.
I do still do canvases, which I have a whole bunch of canvases that I should probably break out and do some shit on. But, you know, outside of that, like, I do music full time. Like, I'm a first generation music artist in my family. Believe it or not, I am actually first generation music artist in my family.
Like, he thinks that means something. First generation music artist. So he's the first person who's decided to waste their life being delusional and making $0 pretending they make music. Good for you, Cyrax. You're the first person in your family who's so delusional that they wasted their life pretending to be something they're not. Congratulations. You've made zero money from it. You've made no progress bettering your life, but you get to say you're a first generation musician. Put that feather in your cap.
Like, nobody else in my family does music at all. Like, I am literally first generation music artist, which is pretty cool to say. Like, it's pretty cool to be able to say that, hey, I'm the first generation music artist in my family. And I'm proud to say that.
Two from Faust, 8th generation diddler. That is true. That is true.
Was I exiled from the Mormon church? No. Believe it or not, dude, I was actually born and raised Christian since I was a child. But I found out in my later years, in my teen years, that my ancestor was Jonathan Putnam from the witch trials. And that whole side of my family is actually pagans and Wiccans. So I'm literally stuck in the middle between half my family being
Cyrax, you don't talk to your family. The only family you know is Sally. You just make up these delusional stories about who you are and where you come from to try to pretend to be cool. You know, like a middle schooler does, as we've said millions of times before. Because it's so see-through, your stupid lies trying to make up shit. We know you don't have any family. You don't see any family. No one likes you. You spend all your life with Sally, but you want to make up this story of, oh, this side of my family doesn't like this other side of my family. No one, you don't, ugh. Whatever.
Christian, and then the other half being pagan and Wiccan. And it's funny because family reunions are the worst, let me tell you.
Family reunions. You know, Cyrax, who never leaves his house, who doesn't have any family members outside of Sally that he talks to, and the one aunt/sister he kind of knows who doesn't like him. The family reunions of the Arnson family that happen all the time that we totally believe are real. Cyrax made up a story about how they're terrible because of these feuding two sides of his family. It's not a delusional story a middle schooler would make up to seem interesting. No, it's totally fucking real.
just really quick here. Let me go on this little tangent here right quick. Family.
Up 2 from duty. 16th generation PDF. You know, if you keep doubling it, and by the end of this show, we're gonna have more generations than there are stars in the universe, guys.
Reunions are the fucking absolute worst. Because the Christian side of my family hates the Wiccan and pagan side of my family. But the pagan and Wiccan side is completely okay with the Christian side. Like, the pagan side has nothing against these guys, but these guys over here, the Christian side, has everything against these people. And it's like, I'm in the middle just sitting here like, can you guys just shut the fuck up and get along? I mean, at the end of the day, we're all blood. We're all fucking family. Shut the fuck up and get along. Please and thank you. So you can imagine how bad family reunions are. They fucking suck. Yo, Uncle Gums, what up, brother? If you look up Cyraxx official, that's me. And the stuff.
Yeah, in case you missed that, Uncle Gums, if you don't know who that is, go ahead and look them up. You'll see some amazing videos about them. Uncle Gums is now in Cyraxx's chat, wanting to be best friends with Cyraxx. Isn't that special, guys?
Stuff I'm wearing is actually, you'll see the picture, it's literally me wearing my chainmail hood with the gold mask, and I got the headband on. That's me. If you type in PSYRAXX official, and then you'll find the one of me that I've got the chainmail hood and I've got my golden mask on, which is actually a Rey Mysterio mask. Shout out Rey Mysterio. It was actually
I forget if it was Chinchilla or Lemur, but one of them has a pretty good video on Uncle Gums. I'm not saying it's like definitive everything you need to know, but it'll let you know everything you should know about him. I think maybe Kiwi Tapes has a video on Uncle Gums too. Uncle Gums is not a good man, and if this is the real Uncle Gums, it's on par for what he's doing. And if it's not the real him, they're just making Cyraxx look foolish, buddying up to Uncle Gums. But either way, it does not make Cyraxx look very good.
Actually, a Rey Mysterio mask from his early days of wrestling, so I combined that in with the chainmail hood and the headband. Absolutely love that look. It's actually one of my favorite looks, which I may end up bringing that look back for some music. I may end up bringing that back for one of my artist names. I'm not sure yet, though. I mean, I would put it on, but as you guys know, I got fucked up recently because of that Alex guy, and I can't really wear anything on my head. I'm lucky to be able to wear this, but my head's still healing from where I took damage at because of him, so I'm not able to like really wear anything heavy. But as soon as my head's healed up fully, I'm going to be rocking that shit 1000%, bro. I'm going to be
yeah, he can't wear his little toys, his chainmail toy, his little fake wrestling mask, or his Naruto headband, because he's still got a little bump on his noggin. Still got a little bump on his noggin from T. Poor little baby. I mean, he can wear his little beanie to look cool. For some reason, nearly June he can wear his beanie, but he can't wear the other stuff, you know, because of the little bump on his noggin, guys.
Rocking that chainmail hood with the mask and the headband 1000%, like, for sure. But I gotta let this heal up first. And
we got 5 from Faust. I know next to nothing about WWF, but I know that chainmail coif is Scott Steiner's trademark, not Rey Mysterio. How dumb is this guy? No, it's the gold Birdman mask that's the Rey Mysterio mask, not the chainmail. It's the little gold Birdman mask that he wears underneath the chainmail.
If it's fully healed, then it's game on. But like I said, I'm not here to attack anybody. I'm not here to fight with anybody, you know. Everybody has their own opinions, you know what I mean? You know, everybody has their own opinions and this and that and the other, and that's fine. You can have your own opinion. Yo, Uncle Gums, you know what you say to those people? Stick up your middle finger and be like this. Fuck you.
Yeah, Cyrax and Uncle Gums are going to be best friends now. They know how to deal with the trolls. They're going to band together. It's going to be the Cyrax and Gums show from now on.
This is what you say to them, man. Just stick your middle finger up, figuratively or literally, either one. And just be like, screw you. I'm my own person. Don't like it? Oh well. Hell, you guys can ask Amanda. Like, Amanda will tell you herself. Like Amanda will definitely tell you herself. Like, she's watched me do that both figuratively and literally, in both sense. Like, I sat there on live stream and just went, fuck you to the trolls literally, but also fuck you figuratively by not giving a shit. And like I said, you know, like, the thing that I find most interesting about people is that everybody's always like, oh, well, what about this? What, can you answer this? Can you answer that? Can you answer this? Can you answer that? Like, can you answer for this? Oh, can you answer for that? And I find it interesting because, like, I get that people want to understand. I get that. But not everything is meant to be understood.
That is great, Cyrax. Everyone wants to understand why Cyrax continues doing criminal stuff. What's his explanation for how that doesn't make him a bad person? And his response is, well, not everything has an explanation. You just have to accept that somehow magically all this stuff I do doesn't make me a bad person. Just get over it, guys. Some things don't have an explanation. Good logic, Cyrax. I'm sure everybody will believe that.
There are some things that I want to keep private to myself. There are some things that I don't want out in the open because I do want that sense of privacy. Like, you know, say if I end up with somebody again. Say that I end up, you know, getting a girlfriend again and I end up getting engaged and married and stuff like that. I'm not going to live stream the wedding. Like, if I do end up getting married,
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? I mean, number one, yeah, you probably shouldn't ever in your life, even if you weren't being trolled, even if you were famous and everyone loved you, you probably shouldn't live stream your wedding. But it's amazing that you're in your grandma's attic, completely alone. You have no idea how to even meet a woman, much less starting to meet a woman, much less dating seriously, much less asking her to get married, much less actually getting married. But you're already considering, well, you know, I got these trolls, so I'm not going to live stream my wedding. You have so many steps to conquer before you get anywhere close to deciding if you should live stream your wedding.
married one day, I'm not going to live stream the wedding. I want that to be private. I want that to be just for myself, my family, and my friends. And yes, my childhood best friend, who is also on the label with me, is going to be my best man. But that whole thing is going to be private. I'm not going to have it blasted everywhere and be like, hey, look guys, I'm getting married. Like, no, I'm not doing that. It's going to be a private event, away from prying eyes, for just family, friends, and those that I'm close with. Because believe it or not, at the end of the day, guys, I'm just a normal guy. Like, everybody sees me as like this larger than life figure, but dude, I'm no different than you guys. You guys have regular day jobs. I have a regular day job. The only difference is what we do for work.
Yeah. Yeah, our jobs are exactly the same. I mean, everybody else gets paid for their jobs. They have to actually do it. you know, it helps their life. They don't live with their grandma. They feed themselves. But we're exactly the same. Me and Cyraxx, who sits in his bedroom scratching his bed bug bites, getting his mommy to feed him every day. We're exactly the same. He just makes music, and I make software where people actually use. Yeah, we're exactly the same.
That's the only difference. You guys go to work at like Walmart's, construction jobs, waitressing, doing waiter work, being a mechanic, you know, doing, you know, firefighter work, ambulance work.
You know, it's always amazing to me how Cyraxx can never name anything but low-level blue-collar jobs. You know, you can be a waitress, a mechanic, a firefighter. You can work at Walmart. You can be a garbage man. I mean, he goes to doctors. He talks about lawyers all the time. He talks about detectives. He knows about high-level jobs. So is it that he can't see himself ever getting a job that way, so he doesn't even consider them jobs that exist in the world, or he doesn't want to suggest that the trolls could possibly get a job better than he could ever get in his life? So he won't even mention the doctors and the lawyers out there. No, you could go be a mechanic or a garbage man.
Whatever it is that you do, you know, whatever that job is that you do, that's the only difference. Me, I do music. That's the only difference, is what we do for work. You guys get up, you take a shower, you eat breakfast, you grab your cup of coffee, and you head out the door for work. Same thing with me. I wake up, run down, grab a cup of coffee, grab a shower, come back upstairs, and begin my day and working on music. Whether that be, you know, working on ideas, whether that be actually working on instrumental stuff, whether that be recording, like actually recording stuff, or whether it's just coming up with ideas, you know. I'm always doing something. Hell, I could be sitting down watching regular ass TV right now and coming up with ideas. Because that's what I do. That's my job as a music artist.
Oh shit, I forgot to pause it. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing how his job works out so perfectly that he can do it while watching TV and sitting in his grandma's attic, even though he doesn't make any money from it. It's the perfect job for him. It's almost like it's a delusion that he can say, well, this is my job, so I don't have to get a real job. I don't have to do anything. This is my job. It's not a delusion at all. It's real. He watches TV, he plays video games, and that's a job that he makes no money from. So we have to respect him as a real working man.
Is to study, analyze, create. I study my life or study whatever subject that I want to write the song based around, whatever the song's going to be based around. I study that subject, and if it's something that I've gone through in life, I take my own experiences, put it into that. And then from there, I write the lyrics out. And then once I find an instrumental or I come up with an instrumental that works, then I...
Oh my god, it's amazing! So he writes the lyrics and then he just finds an instrumental. So he steals the music and he writes some words, and we know for a fact that he's stolen lyrics before. He's had AI generate lyrics before. And he admits, and then when he comes back and he says his music isn't stolen. How is this not stolen? He found an instrumental to put his lyrics to. Amazing.
I record. See, simple as that.
Oh shit, I missed one from Faust. Oh wait, no, I didn't miss this one. To be fair, I watch your streams while doing my job. Well, you know, thank you for that. I do these streams while doing my job. Yeah.
Not even, dude. Like, that's literally the only difference. And it's funny. People say that, like, oh, you're not normal. How am I not normal, dude?
You're not normal because you're a delusional man in your 30s, sitting in your grandma's attic, talking to everybody about how you're a famous musician and you're creating an LLC to protect your music when you've never made a cent off of it. You've never done anything anyone likes. You've never done anything for the world that anyone cares about. And you're trying to tell everybody, take me serious as a real hard-working working artist. Like, how are you delusional? Because you're fucking delusional, Cyraxx.
I wake up, grab a shower, grab coffee, eat breakfast, come upstairs, watch TV and work on music. That's my job. Like, that is literally my job. I am literally a fucking record label owner, dude. I am literally a music artist that started my own label, signed myself to my label, and brought on two of my longtime best friends, one of which I've known since 3rd grade. You know, like, I'm actually out here doing shit. And I get it that people are like, oh, that's not very hard work. Okay, then let's see y'all do it. To that person that just ran his mouth.
Yeah, let's see you all do it. Like, not that we have jobs that actually pay us, that provide something to the world, that are useful, that provide for our lives. No, his gotcha is, let's see you do the ridiculous shit I do. Well, Cyraxx, I can wake up and do nothing and make music all day and make no money from it too. Everyone can do that. It's not a skill. You've done nothing other than claim you're amazing by making crap music that you've stolen and claiming you're a music artist, and you're telling other people, well, I want to see you do it. Everyone can do that. You're not successful. It takes no talent to not be successful.
That I deleted, well, let's see you do it then. If it's that easy for you to do, like, if you really think that running your own label, like, let's see you do it. Let's see you go through the hard work of filing the stuff for the LLC, then going in and handcrafting the website on your own from the ground up, which is what I've done. I handcrafted my website from the ground up. I handcrafted that shit.
Yeah, he handcrafted a website. Websites are notoriously hard to make. There's not a bunch of online tools to make them really quickly, and he definitely didn't use one of them to make them in an hour or two and claim it was an amazing hard work that should be respected. Yeah, he's the totally hardworking Cyraxx who's now a web developer, a label owner, and everyone needs to respect him for all the amazing shit he does. And it's not a delusion. It's not ridiculous. He's not still a broke, talentless moron in his grandma's attic. We need to start respecting him because he's zen.
Custom made from the ground up.
Hairball.
I hand did the album cover for my current album from the ground up. Just like I do all my music. It's from the ground up, just like my music. So to anybody out there that thinks that doing content and doing music is easy, by all means, to that guy that ran his mouth that had like that paragraph long thing, please, by all means, sir, show me how easy it is for you to do that.
It's incredibly easy. I've been sitting here just talking shit about you for 2 hours. It's not that hard to make content. All you gotta be is slightly witty and have not everyone in the world hate you. It's not a hard job. And somehow, you still can't even make money from it.
Teach us all how easy it is to do that job if it's that easy. Because if it was really that easy, we would all be doing it. Like I said, I took the time.
We have two from Faust. He wrote the HTML in Java himself, obviously. Yeah, obviously, you don't write Java for web pages.
And I put real money into this shit. I put real money into my career. I put more than enough time and effort into my career. And honestly, I'm comfortable with where I'm at. I love where I'm at right now because I can live my life and live my career and live my dream out.
Yeah, he's comfortable with where he's at. He's making no money in Sally's attic, and he's got a fake record LLC that's totally going to protect his life. He's going to bullshit everyone and tell them he's comfortable with his life. And in a couple weeks, when he's crying about how the trolls have ruined his life, and he's depressed and he's got PTSD, he'll expect that no one even remembers him saying, "Oh, I love my life."
Oh, doing music full time. With two of my best friends in the whole fucking world. One of which, like I said, I grew up with since 3rd grade, so he's basically my brother. Like, we all grew up together. Me, him, and his girlfriend, who are basically common law married at this point, you know, we all grew up together. So to me, those two were family. Same with my best friend, Old 45. Old 45 is a signed artist on the label. Shout out Old 45. Fucking love you, little brother. But Old 45, my little brother, one of my best friends.
Oh, sorry, I got 5 from Charlie Girl. Everyone is doing what you do. We make AI slop songs about you constantly. That is true. That is true, guys.
But, you know, I get to live my life doing something I enjoy. Something that I actually have fought tooth and nail for many years to be able to do. I have fought tooth and nail for so many years to finally be able to do this, and guess what? It's finally happened. Despite what the naysayers and the haters all have to say, it's for real. Like, I actually did register everything for $100 with the state of Ohio.
So there you go. He admits it cost him $100 to register his LLC, and he really thinks spending $100, because that's more money than he's ever had in his entire life, and he threw it all, didn't give a cent to Sally, didn't give a cent to anyone else in his life who's paid for his way his entire adult life. He registered an LLC to prop up his delusions that it's going to save his music. And when it all comes crashing to the ground and doesn't save a thing, and his life is terrible, and that money has been wasted and gone nowhere, he'll act like this never happened, and he's still a genius businessman who makes great financial decisions.
I have all the proper paperwork filed. I have everything that's good to go. So my LLC is legitimate. Do I have all the bells and whistles? No, because I don't need all the bells and whistles. I don't need all that extra garbage.
No, because you didn't have more money to spend. If they had given you all the money you would have wanted to spend, you would have bought the best package you could have, but you could only get a $100 package. So you bought that one, and you sit here pretending it's the only thing you need to save yourself, when it was not going to help you to begin with. It's going to be wasted on another stupid delusion, like you waste all the money you've ever gotten in your entire life on stupid anime figurines, t-shirts, little hats with banners that say "Screw you, Marty," fake money, Apple Watches. You waste every cent you have, and you wonder why you have no money at all and nothing to your name, and you can't afford to even buy a new Xbox.
I don't need all the extra shit that goes with that.
2 from Edward. Where did he get the $100? Sally? No, he got it from some new friends on Facebook that were trying to get some attention and clout by helping Cyrax, and William exposed them, and they already ran away from him. But he doesn't care, because he ruins lives, takes their money, and continues with his delusion, because Cyrax doesn't care about anyone but himself.
All I needed was the LLC itself, the documentation, the registration, all that shit, which I paid for. And now, guess what? I can do my shit full time and not have to worry about it. Despite what certain individuals like William Glory Hole and Marty and N-Word Boy say, despite what they say, because what they say doesn't even factor into what I'm actually doing. That doesn't even matter.
Yeah, the facts, people pointing out how Cyrax is delusional, none of this is real or going to help him, that doesn't even matter. Cyrax's delusions, that's the only thing that's important. Cyrax's delusions and sticking to them as hard as he can for the rest of his life is the only thing that matters.
To me, what they say. Do I find it amusing? Yes. Does it matter? No.
Oh, we got 5 from Steve. You should definitely be registered for something in Ohio. Yes, he should. He should.
Because they're just mad because I'm actually doing something I enjoy. Which is what I'm going to continue to do. What I enjoy, what I love doing, which is my music, my artwork, having fun with my friends, gaming out. But to anybody out there that, you know, that is dealing with this kind of stuff, that is dealing with trolls, my best advice to you, just ignore them motherfuckers. Don't even pay them a second thought.
Yeah, ignore them. Don't spend an hour talking about how you've moved on from the trolls and that you're better than the trolls and that you're gonna prove you're better. Just ignore them. Do everything that Cyrax is unable to do himself.
Like, if they say something, sure, read what they say, but don't feed into it. Don't respond. Don't give into it. Because when you feed into it, you're giving into it. And when you give into it, you might not see it right away, but in the long run, you will become somebody that you do not like. Trust me, I'm speaking from pure experience on this shit. Yo, Jay, I don't have anything set up on the site yet. I'm still working on, like, the stuff for getting the music linked up to it. I have the site done. I'm just working on, like, the small minor details, like getting the music linked up to it and all that stuff. There will be a clothing shop in there for my personal clothing brand called Hollow Hearts Apparel, which is actually a gothic style anime merch design that I started way back in like 2007, and like now that I'm able to bring that to life, I am gonna incorporate that into the music shop.
A gothic anime merch brand from 2007. So even if it was cool back then, which it probably fucking wasn't cool back then, it is now 20 years old. And Cyrax wants to bring it back because it's totally going to be really cool now. He's not delusional. He just wants to bring back 20-year-old gothic anime merch and expect all the kids to totally think it's the coolest. Delusional.
As well, I will be bringing that out. So that'll be fun. That's going to be fucking dope bringing that out, man. Finally bringing back one of my OG clothing lines that I had when I was on the site called Rajon.com. Back when Rajon.com actually had a shop where you could like create and sell and shit. To be able to bring that clothing line brand, you know, to bring that brand back from the dead and revive that and to redo it, bro, that's gonna be dope. Like, I can't wait for y'all to see that shit. Like, my stuff is kind of, you know, geared towards more the family friendly side of things. Like, it's definitely geared towards family-friendly stuff. For all my weebs out there, all my anime fans out there, what's good, motherfuckers? Yeah, I'm not a weeb at all, dude. I got fucking Pokemon book right there. I got fucking All For One right there. I got fucking anime shit in the back. Like, I got a Himiko figure right there. I got Demon Slayer characters back there in the back there at the bottom. Like, plus, I got a couple anime wall scrolls and posters sitting on by my other 2 keyboards. So yeah, I'm not an anime fan at all. Like, come on, dude. I wear a fucking Naruto Itachi headband with my fucking gear, dude. I wear a fucking Itachi Uchiha fucking headband with my fucking chainmail hood and my mask, bro.
Yeah, we know you do, Cyrax, and it really shows. It really shows what an adult with a 9-to-5 you are, who should totally be respected. And that's what you show us every time you put on your ridiculous little outfits like a fucking child.
Bro, like, that right there says a lot. Like, that clearly says a lot. Like, come on, dude. Have you guys not noticed by now that a lot of my albums are fucking, like, massively, like, anime themed? That's because I grew up watching anime as a kid, bro. Like, I've always loved the anime style, the artwork. And I know what a lot of y'all are gonna ask. What?
Yeah, Cyrax, we know you like cartoons. Adult shows like Breaking Bad and Dateline and Law & Order are a little bit above your head. You like cartoons, little flashy colors that are easy for kids to understand. It doesn't surprise a single person in the world that at 34 years old, you still prefer cartoons over actual content.
What's your favorite show? Right off rip, I would have to say Full Metal Alchemist is my number 1 show. And then Inuyasha would be a very close second. And then Gundam Wing, like the regular Gundam Wing, not like Gundam Wing 007 or any of those, but Gundam Wing with Wing Zero, Death Scythe, you know, Sandrock, Heavy Arms, all those guys. Fucking love that one. That's actually my favorite season of Gundam, actually. And yes, Dragon Ball Z. I'm huge on Dragon Ball Z. And yes, I have been watching Bleach 1000 Year War. Love that one so far. I love Bleach 1000 Year War so far. It's fucking sick.
We got 5 from Trunks. Steve, anime, not cartoons, gang. Yeah, it's all cartoons, guys. Sorry. It's cartoons. It's cartoons.
As fuck. Absolutely love Bleach 1000 Year War. But I've been watching that. What's some other ones I've been watching lately? There's a bunch of anime that I've actually been watching lately that's actually really good. I started watching Clannad again for the first time in years, which love Clannad. Like, now that I'm getting to watch Clannad in full, like, I fucking love it. But, like I said, man, to everybody out there that is dealing with trolls or is, you know, wondering how I deal with the trolls, that's simple. Acknowledge they're there and don't respond. That's the best strategy. Just acknowledge that they are there and just don't respond to them.
Yeah, don't respond to them. We are 2 hours into watching videos of Cyrax specifically responding to all the trolls. And he's going to say now in a really deep tone, just don't respond to the trolls, guys. This is the key. This is all you need to know.
That's literally the best. That's literally the best thing you can do. But, like I said, man, at the end of the day, when it comes to negative people, and when it comes to the sickness of trolling, the best way you can deal with that is to acknowledge that it's there. Like, you know, acknowledge that, you know, that you see it, but don't react to it. Don't pay it any thought. Just look at it and, interesting. And then just leave. And go do something else. Don't even let it linger in your mind at all. Like, don't even let it linger there. Just, you know, look at it and then leave. Yeah, okay, somebody said something. Let me go look. Okay, cool. Leave.
Again, this is the man who yesterday was sitting in T's chat talking shit, pretending to be big. But, you know, in the past 12 hours, he's watched some videos on YouTube from some guy in Asia. And he really thinks he totally knows how to beat the trolls by just ignoring them and don't respond. He's never tried that before.
That's what I do. Every time I see somebody post something about me or talk shit, yeah, I'll go look and see what it is. And then, when I look at it and I see it, I sit there, I giggle a little bit and go, that's interesting. And then, I'll leave. And I won't even let that comment or that post have a second thought in my mind. I don't let it sit in my mind.
Oh, have you not seen this?
I see it, I acknowledge it, and then I leave. Because when the best way that I can put it is like this. I know this is going to be a very weird example, but it's going to make sense.
Yeah, Cyrax is really loving his props these days. He's got to do his props. He's got to pull out some props to really demonstrate, because, you know, we haven't understood his thing for like the past hour that he's been whining about it. We have to get a prop to really illustrate his point, and that's going to make it clear. It's not going to be a stupid thing he's going to do here. It's going to be very clear.
Take this for example. Say my necklace right here is, say this right here is the troll community, right? This whole necklace right here is the troll community, right?
So like 1,000%, what happened was the little whatever guy he was watching on YouTube did something similar and had a very deep explanation and showed it, and it was very, like, you know, well spoken, displaying his little metaphor. And Cyrax saw that and goes, ooh, I can show that to the trolls and they'll all think I'm deep and smart and zen, and he's just gonna botch it up and make a stupid rambling explanation with it.
When I acknowledge it and I push it away, what does it do?
Yeah, isn't that deep,
it comes
guys?
Right back.
So deep. So
sure,
deep.
It might go away for a little while, but then it comes back. Then it goes away, then it comes back.
So deep.
But if you sit there and you acknowledge that it's there, you look at it, you don't mess with it, you look at it, you don't say anything, it's just there. It's just right there. But when you acknowledge it, you're either going to bring it close to you or push it away from you, which is going to create the pendulum effect, which is this. See, it's going out of your life and then coming back. Going out of your life and then coming back. Which is why whenever you're dealing with trolls, just sit there and stare at it. Just be like, I see these comments. Interesting. And then just walk around it and move on. It's the best thing to do. That's literally the best thing to do, is just, you don't pull it towards you, you don't push it away, you acknowledge that it's there, and don't mess with it. Because when you mess with it, it's like there's that old saying called, which wolf, there's an old story, which I'm sure we all know this one. Which wolf are you going to feed?
Never heard that in my life. Never heard that in my life as a sentence. What the fuck? Fuck off. Never heard that in my life as a sentence. Never heard that as a story. And then as he explains the story, I still don't understand it. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
And I'm sure we all know that one by now. The dark wolf being, acknowledging the trolls and reacting to it.
Oh, we got 20 from Sam for Dice. Steve, here's a bit of recompense for your willingness to put up with this cringe. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's all in a day's work.
And being in the fray and fighting with them.
No,
it
was spam. I wouldn't hang up with my mom. What kind of monster do you think I am?
Are you gonna feed the light wolf, the good wolf, which means, you see that they're there, but you don't respond. You acknowledge that they're there and you don't respond. That's literally the best advice I can give you guys. But with that being said, y'all, I am about to bounce for now because I gotta get stuff ready for tomorrow. But with that being said, I hope that you guys took this advice seriously, man. And I hope that, you know, it did help you guys in some way. I do. I genuinely hope that I was able to help you guys out in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, I know that dealing with trolls can be very, very hard. I was once in that position. I used to be terrible. I used to respond to them constantly. I used to respond to the trolls on a constant basis.
Yeah, but that was 18 hours ago, and now Cyrax is a new man who's totally zen and will never respond to the trolls again. An hour into his whine about how he's never going to respond to the trolls again. It's amazing.
I was terrible. But, you know, hopefully you guys, you know, did enjoy this. And hopefully you guys took something good away from this. And, you know, if you did, hey, that's great. If you guys did take something good away from this at all, post in the comments what you guys took away from it. I will be posting the video about, you know, what I showed you guys with the necklace on seeing something and responding to it, and, you know, that whole thing. I will.
He forgot to post that. He never does anything he says he's going to do. He turned off the stream, immediately forgot everything he said he was going to do.
Leave that in my community tab for you guys to check out. Like, if you guys do, I highly suggest checking out Shadow Master Shihongi. He's been a very big influence on my life. He's helped me out so much through his videos. He's helped me to self-reflect on myself, reflect on what I can do with the position that I'm in, what I'm capable of, how I can go about living my life. So, I'll be leaving that in the community tab for you guys, and yeah. With that being said, I will see you guys in the morning. It is going to be later in the morning when I record or I do anything on here because I got a lot to do tomorrow. I still got to get the artist pages set up on the label's website. I got stuff I got to do with that. Plus, I got an album to start releasing tomorrow, so I got songs to record. I got all that shit, and yeah, you guys take it easy. And I'll see you guys in the morning. And yo, to Uncle Gums, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, man, do it. And make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything, man. And the same goes for the rest of y'all, dude. If y'all did enjoy this, man, be sure to smack that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell down below. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow. I'm about to finish up what I gotta do. And then my ass is passing out for the night, so I'll see y'all in the morning, man. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you guys are at. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, man. As always, stay humble, stay positive, keep being yourself, and remember, don't let the trolls hold a space in your head. Don't let them live rent-free in your head. And don't acknowledge them. Peace.
All right. Well, that was Cyrax telling you how to avoid the trolls. He has already deleted all the videos we watched today, plus all the videos we watched the last couple of days. He's deleted everything, and that is going to be, I guess, his next plan to defeat the trolls, is to once again delete everything, pretend it didn't happen, and hide, as he always does. But that's all I got from this one. Appreciate y'all coming by. I will catch you guys at the next one. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.